Hey guys, welcome. I have not done a YouTube video in forever. It's been a while. I just discovered this little technique. Actually, I kind of knew about it. I just didn't know it was like really a thing. But I was watching another video and I just loved the way she did her eyeshadow and I wanted to try it out with a color that I had. So it's called the Blowout. And I think it's so cool. You use basically just one shadow, a shadow that has more pigment to it. So like a red, a pink. I'm assuming you could probably do this with a brown, a blue, like a really pretty like teal blue. I'm gonna use like a seafoam green color. To me, it looks more blue, but it does have a little hint of green. So this is the one I'm going to use. This is by the company I represent called Unique. This is their fancy shade. It is a satin, so it does have a little bit of a shimmer, but not too much. So that is why I chose this one. And all you need is basically two brushes. Maybe like one that's a little fluffier, but flatter, so you can pack on the color but still blend it out. And then I'm also going to use like a little dome. I might change this once I get to under the eye, but we're going to try this for now. And then I just have the fluffy crease brush by Unique just in case for blending out the edges. So we will see. This is my first time doing this, so it's seriously like first everything. So what you see is what you get. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start just dipping into this color with this brush, and I'm just gonna start packing it on the lid. I'm always nervous trying new techniques. So I'm just going to start packing this on. So when you pack on, you're gonna get more pigment. And then when you start blending out, that's when you start really like blowing it out, buffing it out, and the color changes as you blend. So that's why I think this is so cool. I think this is like really neat for people who don't want the hassle of using like multiple colors, even though I love using multiple colors, especially doing like a really pretty smoky eye or just a fun color where there's just like different colors involved. I personally like that, but this, I think, technique would be for someone who just is like more simple, but wants that like that look where it looks like you have multiple shades. I'm gonna grab a towel. I always have a towel around, either a towel or a paper towel. And I'm just gonna kind of like wipe the color off. And I am going to start blending this up and out. And this technique is really good for hooded eyes, because then you can blend out past where the hood is. So this would also work for hooded eyes as well. But you can like see how like the color is changing. So you can like just see how like it is changing. So you have darker and it's going lighter, which is pretty much what you do like when you use a transition color or anything like that. So normally at this point, sometimes you would take another color. Like usually I start with a transition color, and then typically like after I'm starting to blend this out, I would dip back into my transition color to buff this out. But in this case, all I'm doing is just cleaning that brush off. So you want like a dome shaped brush as well to do this. I'm just like cleaning that brush off with the color and just like blowing it out. Pretty cool. And of course you can go back in with some more color. I always tap the excess off to put on the lid, and it'll kind of deepen that lid a little bit. like so. I'm just gonna take my fluffy crease brush, which is clean, and I'm just going to like kind of just blend around the edges. Just to kind of clean everything up. Okay, so now we're gonna take that like dome liner brush type, and then we are going to put this underneath. So you can use a brush like this. I might do like a smaller dome one, or a smaller like pencil one for this, and just like tap it on there, and this will just help. I got the underneath. It's like that. And then you can kind of just add to your liking. Like if you want it a little deeper, go in with another. And then I will take a brush that's clean, probably just the fluffy crease brush that I have right here that has really nothing on it. And I will just, I like this brush because it's like pointed at the top, and just kind of like buff it out even more. Not too crazy. Oh, yeah, I kind of like this technique. It's different. It's different, and I don't wear this look. I don't wear this color that much. So, yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of concealer. I'm just going to put it on my desk right here, and I'm going to just take my beauty blender and tap just a little bit. And this is how I am going to clean up the outer corner. And then I'm just going to kind of like just blend whatever brush I used for my setting powder. I am just going to go in and just going to buff. I'm just going to use some regular Epic mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras. You're gonna see here in a minute why it's one of my favorite mascaras. Amazing length and volume mascara. I just like, I can't get over how amazing it like it's just awesome. All right, so now I'm going to use Aloe Mode. It is a cream to powder illuminate. I love this. So I'm using the color Iridescent, which is just like really pearly white. And I am just going to use a little detail brush like this. This is one of my favorites by Morphe. It's one of the Jaclyn Hill ones. I'm just going to get a little bit on my brush here. And I am going to dab this in my inner corner just to brighten up my eyes. This is 100% not needed, but I like doing it because it makes everything look brighter. Like you can just see this eye looks more alive. This eye looks tired to me. So I like doing this. And I do this just by itself too. Like if I don't want to put no eyeshadow on and I have mascara on, I'll just dab some highlight in my inner corner, and it just makes a big difference, even when I don't have like a full like eyeshadow look. And then I'm just gonna highlight my brow bone as well. And I love this highlight because it is a cream, but it dries to a powder, but it stays like that wet look. And I absolutely love that. Love that. And I just take my powder brush after I put this on and I just kind of blend it all in. Of course, you can do this with any highlighter that you love. I don't know what kind of look I'm gonna do yet. And then I just take my brush and I just lightly pat so everything kind of like just blends. It's so pretty. I love that. And of course, I will link everything below that I used today as well. All right, so now I'm going to curl my lashes. Now that they are semi-dry, you can just see it gives it like a nice little lift. And there we go. So pretty. So pretty. All right, guys, I'm gonna put my hair up real quick. I'm having a really bad hair day. It's not a good hair day at all. It's dirty hair. Tomorrow's hair wash day, so tomorrow will be better. So I just put it up in the low bun and just worked with what I got. But there's our look, guys, using the blowout technique that I just learned. I think this is just a really simple way to do eyeshadow, especially if you're someone who don't want to take a lot of time or you don't have a lot of eyeshadows. So if you have one that's more pigmented, I feel like you could even do this with a darker brown. I think that like you would get a good result with it. I necessarily wouldn't do this with like a black color. Black can just be really messy, or a really dark purple, but hell, try it. I mean, you know, you never know. You might get a really good result with it, but I think black might be just too much. But something like this, like a teal, a red, a pink, and I think a brown, something a little darker. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really love the way that it came out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So please subscribe and like, and I will see you next time.